Hey you guys, someone requested a video on protection and how to protect your house. Now, I'm in my bedroom. I'm going to start in here and then I'm going to slowly work my way downstairs. And I just came here because I wanted to show you a few things. Okay, so this happens every time I try to do a video. My phone starts ringing with dumbass questions, and then I get just a bunch of distractions every time. Hold on, give me a second. All right. Let's see here. I had to get something over here anyway. All right. And let's see. I mean, these are calls that are coming in that I never get. Malibu. I think I know who that is. All right. Now, I am going to show you some things that I keep in my bedroom. I have about 5 or 10 of these. It's pieces of amethyst. And what I do for my bed, and I don't know if you could do it for your bed, you might have to put it under your mattress. But for me, it goes, what is this, like a footboard, I guess? I don't know. You guys know what the term of it is, but I stick this in my bed and all around my bed. This one I removed from up there by my pillows, so I'm going to put it back and show you some other stuff that I have underneath my bed. And I know you're like, how does this have anything to do with clearing? It's to keep your house to stay clear. So stick that back where it came from. And I'm going to show you some stuff that's underneath my bed. Hold on. Ugh, there's some other stones. Where are they? Yeah, so I still have a combination of some other stones. You get the selenite, which has the energy of the sun. That's why it reflects the way that it does. It's called a Christ stone. If you put it next to other stones, it'll automatically cleanse those stones. And then some more amethyst, and it's underneath my bed as well as stuffed all around my bed. Okay, so let me put this back, show you some more stuff. A lot of people don't know what organite is. I have small organite. The problem with only problem that I see with having smaller pieces of organite is that they have to be close together in order for them to work. And it looks something like this. This is Black Sun organite. And it stops EMF activities and it shields your body from radiation. So these are underneath my bed as well as on the outside of my windows, so that when I do open my windows, nothing creeps in. Okay, and I'll show you. Give me a second to put this back because I am anal when it comes to stuff like that. It has to be in the spot where I left it, and it's right underneath where I like to lay. Okay. Now I'm gonna move to my window. All right. Now this is my balcony area. Let me see if I can open this and show you what I'm talking about. Okay. I was collecting a bunch of rainwater and I left these things out here. Okay. Smell like wild animal out there, like an animal. It's just outside. So if you look at the bottom part of my balcony right here, you'll see that I have little tiny pieces of organite. And there's more than one, and they're very close together. Let me see if I can get y'all to look at the view outside. I don't know if you can see anything. I can't see what I'm trying to show you. All right. And these small pieces of organite, I got about 4 of them. and they're very close to each other. Same smaller pieces, and then I have bigger pieces downstairs. And bigger pieces next to the Wi-Fi tower. And I had one right underneath my TV, but I had to move it because the baby kept playing with it. Let me close this. Make sure I don't get any spiders in my house. Another important thing is after you cleanse your house is to make sure that you have light that comes in, even in dark spaces. I normally keep my closet open. And I usually keep my bathroom closed, but because I pulled out a bunch of essential oils, I left the door open. Okay, and I'll get into what I use in my bathroom in a second. Let me open this window real quick. Give me a second. Alright. And I saw a bunch of old videos. Keep hearing door slams. I'm trying to make sure that the people who I have coming over aren't here yet. Alright, let me show you something else. Now I like to keep crystals and stuff in my window. It's going to be reflecting a lot. I like to keep real crystals in my windows because it brings in light energy and it cleanses the room. You see all those rainbows all over the place? Let me see if I can put one on my hand. And then they'll reflect all the way to inside of the hallway and the stairway, and it goes down the stairs, the rainbows will. Alright, close this up. Okay. Now, I'm going to sit on my bed real quick and show you some other stuff. These are essential oils for protection. You can use them around your windowsills, and I'll show you in a minute. Rosemary is a very good oil for protection. If you don't know, a lot of people grow rosemary bushes around their house. That's a good way to point out people in the occult. You'll see rosemary bushes. You'll see sage, which is good to heal your body. If you feel like you're under attack, you can take any of these oils, put it on your third eye, put it right where the back part of your head is, where it hooks before the before your neck starts, and then you can put it on the back of your neck and then on your navel. Texas cedarwood, of course, lavender. Like I said, these are all protective oils. I have frankincense all over my face, all over my body. I use it as like a moisturizer. Frankincense and myrrh. If you're not used to using just straight oils without watering them down with another base oil or a carrier oil, like some people like to say, I wouldn't recommend that you use this by your eyes, but I use it on my eyes. I use it everywhere. Okay. Got the frankincense here. Absolute Rose is one of the highest vibrating oils. And all of these, you can continuously diffuse them in your house, especially if you have company coming over. And cinnamon. Cinnamon. There was a young man who made a video, and he had a cinnamon wreath. I think I mentioned that in another video, and I can't remember his name. And I think either Evolving Wisdom or Original Man shared that video on Google Plus, and it was a while ago. So if you guys are watching, please share the video again. Let's see here. Another thing that I do at night is I always keep my sliding glass open. I don't like the glass to reflect on my bed because I know about portals and all kind of other stuff. Then I have the dream catcher. Now I know you're probably still like, what does this have to do with cleansing? It has a lot to do with it. It keeps your house clean. You see how the rainbows, they reflect, and then if I open the door, they'll go down into the hallway and reflect off the walls. Now, Yeah, there's like a slight one right there. You can barely see it. Okay, I'm gonna go downstairs. I do the same thing in my daughter's room. And around the Wi-Fi tower, I have the organite and selenite stones, and amethyst is very good for protecting against radiation as well. So my threshold, for my threshold, what I do, and for my door, is I'll take the essential oils and I'll bless the door. And if you don't want to put it directly on your door, or if you don't have that kind of paint where you can put it directly on your door, you can put it all around the seal of your door. As I said before, I have the herbs mixed with salt at the base part of the door. Okay, I'm turn the light on. That'll help out a lot. And then for my entryway, I have a water fountain down here. I keep my guest bathroom door always closed, always. Same thing for the guest bathroom. You'll see lavender here. You'll see oils, so when people go to the bathroom, especially the cups, so people can rinse and clean themselves off. You'll see lemongrass the protection oil, as well as it harnesses the energy of the sun. Lemon oil actually harnesses the energy of the sun. And then I make sure that I get light that comes into all of my rooms. Okay? Now, let me turn this light off. So move into the kitchen. I'm going to come into the kitchen. Turn this light on. All right, now I told you I had bigger pieces of organite because of the microwave. Now it stays off and it stays unplugged, but then every now and then I have people that like to come over and they like to use the microwave. Some people you just can't, it's not even worth your time talking to them about radiation and all that stuff. So I have this piece, I've shown it before, and then it has other pieces of organite at the bottom. And then it's very important for you to cleanse your organite regularly. If you don't, it'll do the opposite and pull in more radiation and more EMF activity. Oh no, my tulip. It just fell apart. Oh, that smells good. Let me pull this one out of my little batch right here. Okay, I'm going to come back to this area because I have to show you how I mix the oils. Okay, now another hack when you're cleansing your house. The first thing that I like to do before I wash my floors with Florida water, I like to put them in spray bottles, put the Florida water in spray bottles and spray all around my house. Then I'll burn incense, and then I'll wait about 20 minutes, and then I'll open up the balconies in my room downstairs, and then all the windows, I'll open them. Even though I have most of my windows protected, there are some windows that I do not seal around the window, because whatever energy is in the house that's negative, it will be trapped. It won't be able to get out. It'll just hide in different spots in the house because it won't cross those thresholds with salt and stuff. So when you first cleanse your house, you want to make sure that all of your window sills and all of that stuff is done after you cleanse your house, and you want to do it one room at a time, and you want to try to make sure that nobody's in your house. If you can't avoid that, if you're a parent, try to get your children to go in another room while you do all the cleansing, and then once one of your rooms are clean, you can pull them down to that room that's clean and then cleanse their room. Okay, another trick of the trade I'm going to show you is the salt lamps. I gotta walk around. Got to walk around. Now, let's see here. Quartz crystals cleanse the area as well. I still have amethyst. I have amethyst all over my house. And then I have these salt lamps. All right. Salt lamps work like a charm too. In all the corners of the house, I have organite all in the corners of every part of my house. Here's a bigger piece. You'll see it on the floor right here. And then I'll cleanse it with salt water because I'm not by the beach anymore. I'll cleanse it with rainwater. I'll cleanse it with a lot of things. And as far as like my threshold goes, there is so much salt in there, and you'll probably only see the black salt because I use black salt and white salt. Let me see if I could show you. I don't think it's gonna pick up. No, it's not picking up on my camera. Another trick that you could use, especially when you have company, and some people might be very conservative and just assume certain things. I have this big giant pink salt rock. I have a big giant pink salt rock, and I have a few of them around the house. Then I have, again, a bunch of lavender that I picked, and I'll dry it out. And when I'm cleansing, I'll burn some lavender. First, I will burn, this is a baby sage bundle. And then I'll go with the cedar wood. I like to do overkill. I'll do the cedar, and then I'll do cedar oil on a coal. I'll show you the coals when I get back in the kitchen. And this is the best hack ever. A glass of water with salt will cleanse your rooms. I have them under the beds. I have them in the corners of certain rooms in the house. I had to think. I'm sorry, you guys. And I change these about every other day. And I flush it down the toilet and refill it with more salt and more water. Let's see. Thought I heard somebody pull up. All right, let me close that back. More organite. You'll see it on the floor right here. You'll see it on the floor right here. Again. In my music room, because it's not done, I usually keep it open so light can come in here. But the whole bottom floor inside of my music room has salt all over it. And what I did when I first originally cleansed my whole house, I just took a bag of salt and threw it on the floor and swept it everywhere. And I know that it probably got caught in between some of the wooden boards of my house, but that's fine. Okay. What else? Let's see here. Now, as far as the herbs that I use, because a lot of people were asking me about what type of herbs that I was using with the salt. I'll show you right now. Basil, cinnamon, juniper berries. They smell so good, and I rub the price off of them. And they're right under $4. They're like $3 and some change. And like I said, these are King Tut's favorite herbs. I'm dropping them. And you crush them. And you want to crush them with your hands, because the more energy that you use with your hands, which holds your own light energy, the better. I'll put these back in the bag. I also burn them on top of coals. Okay. Now remember, I am constantly burning resins while I'm doing this cleanse, so you have to keep that in mind. And you're going to hear airplanes, because a lot of people have their own personal, not airplanes, helicopters, helicopter pads all over here. You can put bay leaves under your threshold too, as well as in your shoes, to protect you wherever you go. So in my shoes, I have bay leaves, basil, and cinnamon. All right. Solomon seal's root is a very good protective herb as well. It should be right under $5. This one was $4.50. Dragon's blood is the hell of a resin to burn, and you'll understand why when you see it burn. It doesn't go up in the air like other resins. It actually sits and slowly moves up and around the room. I wish I had extra coals to be able to show you how this burns, and then it looks like blood burning on top of a coal. That's why it's got its name, for dragon's blood. Oh, this is for money. That's Irish moss. I burn hyssop as well. Hyssop is a very protective herb, so when I'm mixing my salt, I like to use hyssop, bay leaves, cinnamon, basil, Jupiter berries, and black salt. If you've never seen black salt, this is what it looks like. Let's see here. That's black salt. Of course, the cedar, when I'm burning it, smells so good. And let's not forget the Florida water. I use that to cleanse my counters, the floor, wash the floors in the bathroom, wash the objects in my house. I use this on a lot of stuff, you guys. Now, I hope that helps. Protective stones, bloodstones. They're dark green. I have resin on my fingers, so excuse me. But I got bloodstones, amethyst, what are those? Black stones called. I got Apache's tears. I have hematite. I have the other one. It starts with an O. What is it called? Oh no, that's so bad. I just drew a blank. And then I have these. What are these things called? They're very hard to come by. They come from Russia, and they cleanse your water and your house. You can make water to rejuvenate your body with it, and it kind of looks like coal. If you give me a while, I'll put it at the bottom of my video, because I have so many things that I don't even remember the names of these objects sometimes. But a lot of people use this to make organite. This is, you don't even need organite if you have these stones. They're little like this because I got a whole pound of them like this. And let's see. Let's see if I can pull this up. So yeah, I got a hematite, calcite, feldspar, tourmaline, black tourmaline. That's what I have. Black tourmaline, and the other one starts with an O. It'll come to me in like a few minutes. Give me a minute. And copper ore is real good too. That's the same thing, same way. If you can't get copper ore, you can use copper pennies. You're gonna have to look up what dates. I always get mine under, I like using the 70s. I don't know why, but I always do. And then I have some other stones for protection too as well. That's just going to have to be another video. So I hope that helped. Just remember, you can hide these salt and all this stuff underneath your couches. You could put a glass of salt water on your coffee table, on the side of your couch. You could put it behind your couch if you don't want to be knocked over. I put mine in the corners of the rooms, and like I said, I dump them every couple of days, and I dump them down the toilet. I don't just dump them down my sink. I dump them down the toilet and I flush it, and then I refill. So I hope that helped. I'm going to do another video about mirrors. And let me see, am I forgetting anything? Yeah, this is raw hematite. This is raw hematite without it being polished, because it can look silverish, but this is what it looks like when it's in a raw form of it. And I like to keep my stones as raw as I possibly can. I think that's about it. All right. You just make sure that when you go in your cupboards and you're burning that sage, that you knock on the cupboards. You're knocking on the walls while you running the sage and stuff everywhere. Somebody needs to put the dishes away. My cabinet is empty. And you do the bottom cabinets. You do in your closet space. I mean your whole closet space. You got to go underneath your beds. You have to go in dark spaces. I like to do the vents. I like to sage the vents in my house too, since I have central air. And I like to try and put little stones in my vents, like amethyst stones. Keep the area clean, keep me protected from psychic attacks, as well as other things. I have a lot of cedar wood around. I have them at the bottom of my kachina dolls, as well as just cedar blocks that are sitting around all around the house. Let me see if I can show you a block of cedar. I think you can get them from Walmart. I think a package should be like less than $4, and it's a bunch of bricks, blocks of cedar wood, and I have them all in my closets. I have them everywhere. I have them underneath my cabinets in dirty spots, and they smell wonderful. So that's what Cedar Green is a very good company, and they have these packages of cedar blocks. And if you can't get them from Walmart, of course you can order them on Amazon. I don't know how much they're going to be there. All right. So that'll be the conclusion of this video. I am going to do a video about mirrors next, because I just got some light codes while I was watching something, and I thought it would be wonderful to share. By the way, someone thought that I made a comment personally about them in my other video when I was talking about fake people. And girl, I would not be referring to you. I was referring to someone else. Okay, so next time, please don't take anything personal. Just come to me and ask me instead of assuming that I'm talking about you, because nothing's that serious. All right, you guys. Audi 5000. You remember back in the day when people used to say that? All right. I hope this helps. If you have any more questions, the person who asked me to make this video, just let me know. I'll be more than happy to help you. Okay. Alrighty then.